Well, hello again, and let's talk about log. Okay, if you remember in my last video, I have a problem to show you something. Okay, my idea at the beginning was print something here and show you the code. Okay, show you the instruction. But my first problem, my problem was I am using print instruction. Print is an instruction, okay, to print a message, obviously. But the problem here is we are not using the regular way to work with a language, okay. We are creating, that's another good point to touch, but we are creating an application. It's not the same when you are creating a program, okay. Why? Because the program is smaller, okay. Is very very small if you compare with an application. We are creating an application, we are using an operation system. That's the point. It's more complex, okay. We need to work with threads, we need to work with memory, we need to work with the stacks, okay. So it's more complex, this task, okay. So the print, we can use a print, yeah, it is working. Maybe you can use it and you can see things or message, okay. But the most common way to see something in your Android Studio or any tool when you are trying to create applications is using the log. Log is a class, okay. Actually, you can, when you type right here the log, you have an automatic import. If you see here, we have a log. Actually, if you are coming from other languages like Java, C++, and another, you will see a log class too. Okay, it's very common, this class in a lot of languages. Okay, maybe I can say in all the languages. Okay, but it's a way to show the message in your console. That's the point of log. And we have a different type of message and we have different ways to show you. Okay, for example, probably your first question is why I am using the E letter here. Okay, well, the E letter is about errors. Okay, how I know that? Because actually you can put log dot, and if you see, we have a different letters here. We have E, we have D, we have E, B, W, and well, what the fuck. Okay, so funny. But the most important is the meaning of the letter. Okay, you don't have to, again, you don't have to know this the first time you are working. But if you see, we have the E about error. We have D, debug, A, yeah, info, V, verbose, W, warn. So it's very easy to understand when we have the word, okay. We keep the word in our mind, because the E is an error, and this is one important reason to understand this, because if you put E, you will see a message with color red, because it's an error, it's important, okay. If you see a D, for example, you see it's a different color blue in this case, okay. So why or why we need to understand about the color? Well, because sometimes when you find message in your console, you have a lot of message. Actually, if you see, okay, if you see this, look, a lot of message. So probably the way to create we can say they need your attention, okay. This message need your attention, so we are creating an error message. In my case, it's not too important, okay, but I want to show you and try to find in a faster way using the red color, okay. So if I want to change the color in this case, or the type of message, I can use D, okay, and it's okay, you don't have problem, because I can save. I will put here tag. Obviously the problem here is, if you see, we have this in red because this is the last execution, so I need to re-execute, okay, to use this element to execute again the application, okay. Go to the logcat And if you see on create now is D, okay, and it's a different kind of message, and it's a different color, okay. So for now you maybe think it's very stupid, this explanation, and it's not too important, but it's a very very important thing. Actually, when you are working in groups and teams, when you are working in your job, actually, you need to understand this is very, because it's very basic thing, okay. If you want to show something, or you want to call some elements, or you need to connect with a server, probably you will create a lot of log message, okay. And actually we have some libraries, some packages with a very complex way to create a lot of log message, because it's very important for the developer. It's the best way to talk with your application, and the application let you know what happened, okay, if we have an error, if we have something important or not, or just take a look, okay. But it's the correct way to see everything in your application, okay. You don't need to be very smart to understand this is a very important thing for any developer, okay. The log is the way is the best way to try to know what is happening in a specific moment, okay, with the application. So, well, for now, just keep in mind this this class. Just take a notes about the log class, about the different kind of message, okay. But later probably you will need a lot of help, and log is your friend, okay. So thank you very much for your time. Remember, just share your comments if it's a good course for you, but share with your friends. And thank you so much for your likes and shares and everything in social media, okay. Bye bye.